A lack of sleep leads to a wide range of ailments, from heart disease to diabetes to cognitive impairment, Alzheimer's, and even obesity. Now, how do you know if you are sleep deprived? Because according to the CDC, approximately 1/3 of adults are sleep deprived. Here are a couple of telltale signs. The first, surprisingly, is if you put your head on your pillow and within 5 minutes you fall asleep, you might be sleep deprived. But hold on, listen to the rest of the questions first. Do you often fall asleep in front of the TV? Do you fall asleep when you're a passenger in a car? Do you need an alarm clock to wake up in the morning? And probably most important of all, do you feel tired when you wake up, or do you feel rejuvenated after you've slept through the night? Those would be key indicators to tell whether you're sleep deprived. I've developed a rested acronym that will allow you to have good sleep habits. Here's what each of the letters stands for. The R talks to routine. So just as much as we love our children to have routines so that they are not unplayable the next morning, it's the same for us as adults. And it also talks to when we nap. We need to make sure that we are consistent around napping and not within sort of 7 to 8 hours of wanting to go to sleep. So don't leave your nap routine too late in the day. But there's a beautiful analogy of landing an aircraft, slowly descending into sleep. Do you have a routine for yourself that you create so that you feel comfortable as you get into your sleep routine? That's the first dimension. The second dimension talks to electronics. I think many of us spend the last hour or waking hours of our nights on Instagram or Facebook or using our technology devices. Unfortunately, what that does is it suppresses melatonin, and melatonin is what makes us sleepy. So within 60 to 90 minutes of wanting to go to sleep, turn off all of your blue light emitting devices and rather just read a good book. That's the electronics part of it. The next part is sunshine. What we do early in the morning sets us up for success later in the day. Try and get between 10 and 30 minutes of direct sunlight. And I don't mean staring directly into the sun, that's not going to be good for your eyes, but just take your sunglasses off and walk around outside in broad daylight. For those of you that suffer from insomnia, maybe need a little bit more time, probably about 60 minutes. Then the next part is temperature, the T. This is always very divisive and typically along gender lines, with men wanting the room cooler and women wanting it slightly warmer. But what research has shown is that 18 degrees seems to be the ideal temperature. Another way of also harnessing the power of temperature is to have a hot shower or a hot bath before you go to sleep at night. The next part of the acronym is the E, which talks to environment. And I often ask people, what is the most valuable pieces of equipment in their houses? And they'll refer to their TVs, their couches, their smeg appliances. And we often think about our bedding and our beds as an afterthought. But if you think about it, we should be spending 8 hours on them. So really investing in a good quality bed is crucial. One of the other things with working from home is that people often take their work into their bedrooms and use it as an office. We need to create that sanctuary feeling where when you walk into your bedroom, you've only got one thing on your mind, and that is you're going to be going to sleep. And then the last part of the rested acronym is the D, the decaf. And this specifically talks to caffeine. Now, caffeine comes in many guises, not just in coffee, but if you are a coffee drinker, you probably shouldn't be drinking coffee within 10 hours of wanting to go to sleep. Caffeine is also found in ice cream, in weight loss products, and in many teas. So be careful that you think that you're cutting out your caffeine when in fact you actually aren't. But then we need to also be aware of alcohol. Alcohol is a suppressant and a diuretic, and if you drink a lot in the evenings, you're not going to get the quality sleep that you desire because you're going to be waking up on a regular basis. So here you go. You have now got the rested acronym, which is going to allow you to sleep more effectively. Let's avoid that sleeping while I'm dead analogy, because it might just come true.